All right, guys, I'm going to talk about something that I know a lot of guys are going through: the devaluation of masculinity. I'm going to talk about this because I know people have dealt with this. I know somebody personally who had been married for a long time. All right. They had a couple of kids. Kids went to college. Very successful. The kids doing what they're doing. Parents were too. And this man went to the earth and back for his, to the moon and back for his old lady. You know, he got her in the third house, paid off the other two, went ahead and helped her, gave her money down, a matter of fact, down payment for a new car. Yeah, he's going to take care of you, baby. When she got sick for about a month, he was in the hospital almost every day. Stayed there on weekends. Made sure she was doing okay. Got out. First thing when she talking about doing, girls trip. That was on the break of the anniversary, coming up on the anniversary of that. I was like, wow. Ain't nothing. The value of men in this country by women have went downhill, man. They don't value men like they used to. They don't. I'm telling you for a fact, they do not. I know one guy who actually bought his old lady a day at the spa. He smelled like a grip. And you know what she told me when she came out of the mud? You ain't gonna believe this. Oh man, you could have just kept you could have just go ahead, you just gave me the money. Wow. Because they were disappointed about the spa, yet they didn't complain to the manager about it. Lots of fucked up mess. One guy said to his old lady, he said, hey baby, what would you like to do for your anniversary? You know what this bitch said? What about it? No joke. What about it? That's not value. There's no way you can say that a woman values a man when they say stuff like that. You cannot be possibly saying that you value a man after saying some shit like that. You don't. You really don't. That's sad. Guys, y'all got it, man. I'm just telling you right now, I told people before for many years, I don't give a damn if that thing down there, down south, is 24 karat gold. Plastered in gold. I don't care. It's not worth the headache sometimes to get married, especially these younger women. This younger generation is horrible. And some of the older generation of women are too. Because some of them are the ones raised the younger generation, and they made them worse. Because the older generations out here, over 50 and over, were among the first women, or really, well over 50 and well over 50, were among the first women who were taught about this women's women's liberation, Me Too movement, which is what it really is. And they talk so negatively about guys, Guys and men in general were the ones that made the cars for you. They were the ones that built the houses for you. They were the ones that, made sure that your house was warm at night, cool in the summer, installed the security alarms for you, did the plumbing, all that. Whenever you need something done in the house that you can't do, guess who you usually call? A man to do it. And yet you disrespect him. I just shake my head on that. You disrespect the man. You talk about, these men are toxic. Toxic masculinity is what you refer to a man being a man as. Toxic. Really? But yet a woman with an attitude, you just say, that's just her, what they say. That's not only Me Too, or something else they say about it. That's just a woman being a woman. I've heard women say that. Not that she has an attitude. She's just strong and independent. There you go. She's just strong and independent. That's a bunch of malarkey, man. I'm sorry. Y'all use it as an excuse to have attitudes with guys. That's another whole story. It just don't make it makes no sense how this world has changed over the last 6 decades, especially when it comes to this liberation movement, this women guy, which is continuing. To a point where they don't even respect men anymore for being men to the woman. That's what I don't understand. How the hell you not respect a man for being a man to the woman? Because the woman want all the freedom. The woman wants to be free to do what the hell she want to do. She don't want to be tied. The average woman today, I'm telling you right now, the average woman and even younger women today do not want to be tied down with just one man. They don't. They think it's boring. I heard it was a story I saw about somebody. Oh, it was my man. And I don't know if it's true or not, but there was a story I saw. I think it might have, I don't remember who it was. The YouTuber. What's that guy? What's that? Damn, I can't think of the actor's name. The one that dated Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan. Now, they were saying that Michael B. Jordan, at least that's what the rumor was. And I don't know how true or not it is. They say it was boring. I can't imagine a bankable star like Michael B. Jordan being boring to women. If they're into him and they doing what he's doing with him. Maybe there's a reason why he was. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny it. But I mean, me personally, if you with me, if I was that bankable, I'd do okay. But I'm not like that. I don't make that kind of money. But if I was, we have some fun. But I don't know why I called. But I'm actually going to watch that story. I'm actually going to think I'm going to try to do a comment on it. But it amazed me. This guy actually was considering getting engaged to her one time, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I heard. But she didn't want to settle down no way. She didn't. She went on to the next guy. Matter of fact, I think, if I ain't mistaken, ain't she with a dude from my man from Snowfall? I forgot his name. But anyway, Franklin, which is what his name was on the show. That's not his real name. But yeah, she just liked to be able to date different guys and all that stuff. And I know she's still in the 20s and stuff, but you know what? By the time she get to a certain age, man, she gonna age out. There was this woman I know. I ain't gonna say no name or anything. I'm gonna keep her very private on that. She said, I can't. She said, I be trying to get dates with these guys, but these guys, they don't want to date. And I'm thinking, that's because you aged out. The woman's over 40, still trying to go out there and mingle with guys. Some guys don't want you. You but baggage. You got kids from different guys. That's already a red flag right there for most guys. I even taught my son that. So that's a red flag every time. Man. And I know he used to date women that already had kids. I used to tell them all the time, man, don't even go there. Just leave them where they at. Real talk. And nothing but trouble. And I know back in the day, I did it a few women like that. And guess what? They were nothing but headaches. They were nothing but problems. I had one that actually was pretty decent, though, actually. One I dated for a while. And matter of fact, she was pregnant when I met her. But it was nothing. I wasn't that serious. We just was occasional, counting lingus. You know what I mean? Occasional sex. That was it. That's all we were about. Nothing more. Even when she was pregnant. And she eventually had a baby. She had an adorable baby girl. But I don't know. I couldn't get serious with her. I couldn't. I'm actually glad I didn't. Kind of after a while, I think we had fell off. She was cool though. The rest of them, never worked out. Never worked out. That's for both women overseas and over here. You know what I mean? Let me stop this for a second because this fool playing music while I'm talking. All right, I didn't want to get no copyright strike, but yeah, I'm just saying, women today are fickle. All of these housewife shows and these movies about girls trip and tons of reality shows and movie dramas and stuff, and they want to live that fantasy. They're like telling you, oh, you can too have a great fantasy life of a man living on the hills and all of that, or you could do it yourself. But it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's just that fantasy island story. And And this is the kind of stuff that my man, the late great Kevin Samuels, talked about. I can't even believe I'm saying he's a late great now, because me and him was almost about the same, roughly about the same age, man. And I still watch his videos, because there's a lot of them I never saw, and some of them I saw that were fascinating. How Kevin surgically ripped apart these women's attitudes and emotions and everything regarding their feelings about men, and read them the right act on it. He was totally, he was right about a lot of it. You got some guys that agree with, but I agree with pretty much all he said about it. Some of these women think that they're above average, and some of you average at best. But you think you above average to the regular guys out here. That you just like, oh well, I'm better than you, or I can do better than you. But some of y'all had to realize you get what you are going to get based on who you are and how you are with guys, and that goes with women. I mean guys. It goes both ways. But really, in this case, when we're talking about women. Women expect more than what they're actually supposed to be getting. Yeah, you got women are so bougie, yet they think that the guy that they think are level down from them ain't level enough for them when that's at their level. And they think themselves, and a lot of women like that. They think themselves higher than the guys are with. Always looking to secure the bag to get to the next level of what they think should be next level for them. And yet, they ain't about their life anyway, but they think they are, or if they think they deserve it, just because they're a woman. Thinking what Steve Harvey was saying, let's be real, because he actually did say that they're the prize, just because they can have kids. I think that was one of the dumbest things I think that my homeboy ever said. And he's from Cleveland, and we both from Glenville. But this fool was stupid as hell to be saying that. He looks like, especially with the stuff that allegedly is going on with him, what actually is going on with him on his show too, his show Strawberry, throwing him under the bus. That's another story. But nevertheless, he got to be talking about, women are the prize. Really? Now you going to fill the heads up with talking about they're the prize. That they're the prize. Yeah. He actually said they're the prize. Negro, please. Are you serious? No. Good men are the real prize. Let's be real. That's why you got so many women supposedly looking for a good man. They're supposedly looking for a good man because the guys that they were messing with before they got with a good man was just something that they just want to mess with for the moment till they got the good man to try to get them out the jams. I was in a situation where, I went into a situation, a girl was in a situation, but she was looking for a guy like me to try to level her up a little bit. This was many years ago. It was back in the 80s. I didn't even have a job at first. And this girl wouldn't even talk to me for years. For years. All of a sudden, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. She had 3 kids, some old bum dude she was messing with. And she had 3 teeth in her mouth. Just don't joke. This girl used to be cold. She used to be a cold-blooded looking chick. She was a very attractive young girl. I tried to holler at her for years. She wouldn't give me a time of day. I was like, oh my God. Really? I come to find out she was a little freak anyway. That's another story, but my thing is you got all these women out here doing what they want while now having all these kids and expect a so-called good man to bail them out. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I'm saying that. My own mother tried to tell me one time, ain't nothing wrong with a young man dating a girl with kids. Yeah, there is. To me personally, I mean, just saying, because I've had to explain to her. I've dated women with kids. Nothing ever came good of it. Nothing. I even dated a girl with a kid when me and this girl was both 14. That was a horrible experience. The baby was fine. The baby wasn't the issue. The issue was the girl. Really. And at the time, I felt very uncomfortable because it was it was my first date with her, and she brought the baby. And I wasn't feeling it. I went through it. I said, okay. I said, I'll never do that again. And I'm doing it again, but not with no girl. That was my age at the time, that young at the time. I did all the women who actually had kids, and it still was no better. I'm gonna keep it a buck, folks. It wasn't. Seriously. If I had to do it over again, I would never date a woman with kids. Not think about it. I said date. I'll leave it at that. I would never date a woman with kids for no reason. Now, maybe, and I say I give her something if she has one. I could probably deal with that, maybe. But beyond that, ain't no way. Ain't no way, no how, buddy. I would never do it. I would never, ever, never do that. If I had to do it over again, I would never do it again. No. Too much of a headache, too much of a hassle. She gotta go, if she wants you to date exclusively, we all mingle, whatever, she gotta find a babysitter. If she can't find a babysitter, you gotta stay home, you gotta watch the kid, then you gotta worry about the fact that if the baby daddy ain't in jail, even if he is, but if he ain't in jail, he might try occasionally just come over there and ruin your night. Fuck that. I never had that problem, to be honest. I think I might have once. I ain't never had a problem. My dad got arrested, so my dad used to have women come over his house. He said, I have them come to my house because if I go over their house, they got carte blanche to just have some old Negro come up there that they probably was already messing with, or some baby daddy come up there, and ruin your night. He taught me that too one time, but I already knew that anyway. But he said, best is just they come over your place, and he was right. You're right, totally right. I said, yeah, that's the best thing to do. But that's another whole story, But it's just now women. I think they don't value men, and they don't value because they figure their values have gone up. That's why I didn't like what Steve Harvey said, and I can criticize about because he actually said this. Women are the table. How dare you say some bullshit like that? No, they're not. As far as I'm concerned, good men are still the table, always have been the table from day one. If it wasn't for men, women wouldn't be able to do half the stuff they're doing now. And that's a fact. And I don't care what anybody think about it, but this is a fact. I'm just stating facts, not fiction. Just because they can make a baby. You know how many women out there going making babies with multiple guys? Is that supposed to be special? And I'm talking about multiple guys they've never been married to. Think about it. That's supposed to be special. Really? What's the one dude I got into an argument with years ago under my personal Facebook page? He called me, he said, fertility queens. He referred to, he referred to black women as fertility queens. Like, that was an insult. And I tried to defend the women from him saying that. And he even admitted he's had 4 women. And I tried to defend him for saying because it was an insult. And they got mad at me. That's how the hell you gonna get mad at me for defending you? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Get out the way. He's still in the damn yard. The fuck with this bird? I'm gonna have to pop this bird. I don't really want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt him. I swear I don't. He can't come in my yard. I had to do a whole video on that one of these days. And you'd be like, what is this bird? I got to find what kind of bird it is anyway. That's the other reason why. As a matter of fact, I might take a picture of him right now while he's in my yard. So, with that in mind, folks, I must say, I got more to say about this. I'm not done. But I do have more to say about it. Let me go hurry up and take a picture of this bird for this bird flies off the coop.